Hello there virtual passengers and welcome aboard the Cessna 172 for leg 4 of my tour across the northern UK. So today we're going to be flying from Dundee and we're going to be heading slightly south west down towards Cumbernauld Airport. So this flight would normally be about 40 miles as the crow flies, but I'm going to put in some of the old stomping grounds from my youth in here. So we're just going to be doing sort of a bit of a zigzag tour around, and as you can see Dundee is looking nice down by the water here. So I'm going to bring up the navigraph and I'm just going to show you what today's route looks like. So today's route, we're going to be taking off from a runway 27 in Dundee, and we are going to then head down southwest down towards Edinburgh. There's a big loch there, and then we're going to head a bit further west then to Stirling, see if we can see Stirling Castle, and then we're pretty much then going to turn to a southeasterly direction, just clear Dunfermline, go across or at least have a look to our right as we fly past the Forth Road Bridge, and then we're going to come down towards Edinburgh Airport. We're going to avoid both that. We're only going to be about 1,500 feet, heading towards Arthur's Seat, which is rumoured to be the hill that our King Arthur sat on and looked out and decided what he was going to do for some battle or other. I have climbed to the top of Arthur's Seat a few times. And then we're going to head further southeast, just wait for that helicopter to go over, down to Bonnyrigg, which is where my grandparents used to live many years ago. And then we're then basically going to turn on a north-westerly direction. We're going to fly down past Livingston and Avon Bridge and Cumbernauld, and then we're going to land at Cumbernauld Airport. That one to go past. At runway 25. So I'm probably going to end up going slightly up to, probably up towards Bonnybridge, and then come in, so sort of Falkirk, Bonnybridge, and then come straight in that way, so it should be a straight in landing. The cruising altitude today is going to be about 1,500 feet, so that should be a nice height to keep us below the clouds that are happening on this fine evening in Scotland, but also close enough to the ground that we'll be able to see some of the sights. So without further ado, I'm going to go in and set up the aircraft, and I'll speak to you again when we're holding short. Speak to you soon. Welcome back virtual passengers, here we are holding short of runway 27. I've just dropped the flaps to stage 1 and just gone through and made sure that everything is looking good on the aircraft, which it is. So I'm just going to turn my landing lights on now, my taxi lights are off, and we're going to just do a straight on takeoff into the sunset, which will be quite nice. We'll see some nice views as we're going through, as we're taking off, so you get an opportunity to have a look at those, and then we'll just take it from there. So let's just get onto the runway. Yep, there we go. Let's get onto the runway and get taking off, shall we? Got to try and make it to Cumbernauld before dark. Otherwise it's going to be an interesting flight in. Okay, so let's just get on to the runway here. Sharp turn in, looks like we've got plenty of runway to play with, so that's good. Taking off directly into the sun. Here we go. Let's just get lined up and let's go. So we're rotating at 55 knots. Bit of a bumpy runway. Speed taker's alive. 40 knots, 50 knots, oh, too much rudder, and up we go. Feet off the rudders, concentrate on getting the altitude. Got a heading back here somewhere. Turn the autopilot on for the moment, just so we can have a look outside. Let me just turn my track IR off. Let's have a look outside, shall we? So that's going to be a screenshot of the thumbnail. Look at that, beautiful. So there's Dundee off to our right. beautiful evening for flying, not much wind. Just wait till we get a little bit higher and then I'll bring the flaps in. So nice smooth takeoff. So I'm going to let you enjoy the rest of the cruise, and I'll speak to you again when we're getting ready for landing. So I'll speak to you soon. Enjoy the flight. Bye bye. Welcome back, virtual passengers. You join me as we are just starting to make our final turn into Cumbernauld airfield. So I'm just trying to get myself lined up at the moment for the runway. Hopefully enjoyed the cruise, saw the Forth Road Bridge, Edinburgh Airport, Longannet Power Station, and some of my old haunts as well. So I'm starting to reduce altitude a little bit at the moment. I'm just trying to find the runway itself currently. So I'm checking on my charts. I've gone too far over. I think we are going to make it before dark, but if it's a grass runway, it's not going to have any lights on it, so that's going to make landing very interesting. So let's have a look, see if we can find it, shall we? And then we'll go from there. So we're going to drop our height down to about 1,000 feet, which will be the pattern altitude, because if it means I have to do a turn, then I'll do a turn. But you can see it's all starting to light up now. So we're just dropping altitude down now, looking out for the airport itself. Pretty much got a bang on heading in now. So we are 6 miles out, so I would have expected to see some sort of lights by now. Let's have a look, see what we can see. That looks like it might be it there, actually. We'll aim for that white dot and see what happens. That might be it, actually, looking at it. It's looking more and more like a runway. So I'm just going to try and bleed off some speed now. Bring the range in on here. Is that it? It's looking more and more like it, isn't it? Let's have a look. $500 check. Sorry, I was just checking on my charts, and it appears that I'm going bang onto the runway heading at the moment. So I've just gotta find it now. Let's have a look. So it's just over a road that's going to bend around in front of me. So what we're doing height-wise, we're doing fine on height. What I thought it was isn't. It's just 2 street lights. Let's have a look. Speed's fine, 80 knots. I'm still 2.5, 3 miles out. I'd have thought I'd be able to see it by now. So there's the road, so it must be around here somewhere. Slightly off to the right, maybe. Let's have a look. So the problem flying at this time of the day, it's very difficult to see anything. That looks like it could be it, the hangar, etc. On the left there. There it is, got it. It's in front of me now. I can see the 2 PAPI lights, so we'll put flaps 1 down and flaps 2. There's the 2 PAPI lights in front of me. I don't know if you can see them there. So managed to get there just about. So just keep an eye on the speed, and obviously that big white flashing light is obviously quite a large help as well. So we'll just do the final little bit of approach. We're about a mile out. Yeah, mile out. There it is. There's the motorway that I was looking for. So unfortunately I've forgotten to set my my flight recording software, so I'm afraid you won't be seeing any replays of the landings or the takeoffs. You'll just have to watch this one in real time and enjoy it. So here we go, looking good. A bit blustery up here, but it's a bang headwind, so that's going to make life a lot easier. Feet on the rudders, ready to go. You can see that jet off to my right there. Start to reduce the throttle. There we go. Should be able to come in quite nicely now. And then it's going to be a back taxi and park up where that vehicle is on my left. So kill the throttle, just let the plane come in. Come on, then you come. Nice. Good, I'll take that. Roll out a little bit towards the end of the runway, bring the flaps up. Put my taxi lights on. Brake, brake, brake. Good. And then turn around. Avoiding the trees, obviously. That was a nice landing, that 133 feet per minute. I was a bit worried that I was losing my skills with the GA planes now, as I've been flying the airliners for so long. But I've been putting a bit of practice in recently and kind of getting back into them. I really quite enjoy the low and slow bits and a bit of the visual recognition for flying. Okay, so as I said earlier, no replays I'm afraid of the takeoff and landing. It's just going to be a straight back taxi, park up, shut the aircraft down, and we'll spend the evening in Cumbernauld. Getting ready for our next leg. I can't remember what the next leg is, but so let's have a look at that. So yeah, nicely in the middle of the runway, perhaps just a little bit long, bit floaty, so came in probably a bit too quick, but you know, we made it, that's the main thing. So we will take the next turning off to the right. So not this one coming up. So we'll just slow down a little bit. And then we'll go around to the right. And we'll get ourselves parked up. Near the hotel, I suppose. There we go. Excellent. So park up, parking brake on. Lovely. Turn off the landing lights and the taxi lights. So that means that the reflection's gone in the window. Turn off the nav lights and the strobe lights. Kill the fuel. Just have a quick look outside, shall we? So let me just stop that, that's better. So yeah, beautiful sunset. Just about made it before it got pitch black, which is good. Luckily that white light is what gave me the hint as to where the runway was, and we parked up nicely. So thanks for joining me on this flight. I hope you enjoy seeing some of my old stomping grounds. Arthur's Seat, Edinburgh, the Fourth Road Bridge, etc, etc. And I will speak to you again on the next one. So until next time, bye bye.